Olin Chalk, and today we're going to learn about plot diagram. Our standard today is use information gained from the illustrations and words in a print or digital text to determine understanding of its characters, setting, or plot. But like I said before, we are going to be focusing on plot. There are many different parts of the plot diagram, and I'm going to go over them just briefly right now. First, there is exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and then resolution. What is exposition? Exposition is the background information, the setting, the name of characters, or the introduction. So if we were doing this for the Goldilocks, it would be the introduction where we learn about Goldilocks and how she goes into the bear's house. Next we have the rising action. Rising action are the steps that to the turning point of the story. It's the development of the story where conflicts or motives are introduced. So this could be for Goldilocks when she goes inside and she tries the porridge, she sits in the chairs, all that stuff. And there's a cute little guy on his ladder because he's climbing up the stairs. Then we have the climax. The climax of the story is the most exciting moment. It's when something changes or there's a turning point of the story. After the climax, we have the falling action. Oh no! It's the cleaning up or what happens after the climax. Finally, we reach our resolution, which is the end of the story or closure. For many stories, like Cinderella or anything about princesses, there's always a happy ending, but this is usually the closure or the end of the story. Yay! Celebration, it's the end. Let's review this one more time. First, we have exposition, then we have rising action, climax, falling action, resolution. Now we're going to practice. We're going to practice with the story, The Three Little Pigs. And remember, it was about a big bad wolf who wanted to blow the whole entire house down. I gave us some information on our plot diagram, but we're going to figure it out together. I have Huff and Puff and Pigs Eat the Wolf. So let's see. We're going to start with the exposition. Pigs leave parents' home and build their own homes. Next, someone makes a house out of straw, and then the wolf huffs and puffs and he blows that house down. Then someone makes a house out of wood. Once again, the wolf huffs and puffs and blows the house down. Then a really smart pig makes a house out of stone. The wolf huffs and puffs, but he cannot blow that house down. So we reach our climax. The wolf decides he's going to go into the pig's house through the chimney. Well, that's not really smart. Next we have the wolf falls into a pot in the stove. So as he's going through the chimney, he falls into a pot. So what happens after that? Well, the pig decides to cook the wolf. And then finally, the pigs eat the wolf. Now, I don't know if that's what every pig does. I certainly wouldn't want to eat a wolf. Now I'd like to review once more about a plot diagram. First, we have the exposition. Then we have remember, the ladders or the rising action. Then we reach the most exciting point, the climax. After the climax, we have the falling action. Then we finally have a resolution. Now it's time for individual practice. When you come to school on Monday, I would like you guys to fill out your own plot story chart for any story that you have read. At the beginning, you're going to tell us the exposition, the setting, the time and place. In each box, see how it's labeled rising action and conflicts? You're going to write the rising action. At the top, there's a climax box. I would like you to put the climax there. Then conflicts that are resolved during the falling action. And finally, I'd like you to put the resolution in the very last box. So if you guys want to use the Three Little Pigs as an example, you totally can. But I'd like to push you to pick your own story.